Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj, and in today's episode I'm going to be moving in to the base that we took out in my recent revenge video. So if you caught that one, this is what's left of that base after we'd finished basically looting it. I'm here in the gold digger. I've actually spawned this in as well, so if you've been keeping up to date with my chilling and building series, you know, I built a 13 laser drill heavy driller thing, which is this thing. It's called the gold digger. Its primary purpose is to dig gold, but I'm going to be using it to essentially dig this base out a bit more, and I'm going to be moving into this place and building it into a viable, defensible base, because it's actually very close to our enemy main base. Well, what we think is their main base anyway. So yeah, it's in a bit of a state because we didn't leave it in a good condition when we left it. It's completely wrecked, to be honest. But I'm going to be digging this out, and I'm going to keep this tunnel thing here, but I'm going to change the design of it a bit because obviously we managed to attack this thing quite successfully, so I want to put in place defenses and the design to make sure that the enemy can't just repeat what we did to this place and get at it. So yeah, I'm going to be digging this out, but we can see, well, it's a bit dark, I apologize for that, but we can see that a lot of the concrete is damaged. There's a lot of blocks missing. The cave itself needs to be dug out, which is what I'm doing with the gold digger here. But we don't really have a need for another base, to be honest. We've got our main base, which you've seen. That's got pretty much everything that we need in it. But it's good to push out, build more bases, and spread resources out a bit so that if one fails, we don't lose everything. So that's what this is going to be. But also, what else is going to be making an appearance in this episode is the Sky Whale, and this is another project of mine from a previous series of Chilling and Building. The Sky Whale is a ridiculously oversized SV. Try and say that when you're drunk. A ridiculously oversized SV. There we go. It's a stupid ship, but you know, we've got an abundance of resources at the moment and not an abundance of enemies at the moment, so I decided to bring it in for fun. Yeah, so actually what I'm going to do to this base, I'm going to turn it into a Sky Whale, a dedicated Sky Whale hangar. Oops, put this bleeding hole here. God damn it. Place to park the gold digger. Right over hole. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You can see this is not in good shape at all, this place. So I'm going to finish this whole tunnel off. I'm going to dig out the ceiling. I'm going to put some walls around it, repair the ground, the floor, basically. It's very nice of our mortal enemies to construct this and dig this out as much as they did. But I'm gonna finish it off and make it my own, I think. How rude is this? Hey, by the way, we destroyed your base and I've taken it over and made it better. But you can see they've actually dug back quite far. I guess they were planning to expand this quite a lot more than they had, and we interrupted their development, which is great. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so this area that I'm in now, this is going to be actually the hangar. Okay, so that tunnel, the main, was their main hangar, I suppose you'd say, the entrance to their base. That is just going to be a tunnel. I'm not even going to put a door on it. I'm just going to leave it as a tunnel, and you'll see why later. But yeah, this sort of area is going to be the main hangar. How far were they trying to drill to the surface? And this ends here. Okay, seems random. They might have been trying to drill to the surface. I'm not going to do that. I'm probably just going to cover that bit up. Yeah, but you can see they actually put a lot of effort into this because this ground here is leveled. So they must have got the multi-tools out and leveled this off by hand using the multi-tools. That's quite incredible, and probably why it took them so long to build this thing. Anyway, I'm going to make use of quite a lot of the existing building as much as I can. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with this part of the tunnel yet. I might do something with it later don't even know where this goes. I'm assuming this is a tunnel towards the gold deposit, which is about 300 meters or so in that direction. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there you go. So I'm assuming this is a tunnel on the way over there. So I might finish this off, get the gold digger down here to make this into a proper tunnel. But I don't know. It's not really, gold isn't something that we really need at the moment. So I'm going to build this base up first of all, and then we'll go on to that. But anyway, right, I need to get on with actually digging this out a little bit more and putting in some walls and stuff like that. So I'm going to do most of this off camera and then just come back to you guys as I sort of finish stuff off. I just noticed there's another massive hole up there, probably trying to get to the surface again. But yeah, back to the gold digger, dig some more of this tunnel out and make it a little bit more. Well, I've got to fit the sky whale in it, so, you know, it's going to be huge. Okay, so I've dug out a lot of the ceiling. As you can see, I've raised that up quite a bit, so hopefully I can start to expand the roof from the front over there all the way through this tunnel. So the other thing that I need to do is clear out all of these floating bits of rock. You can see, because there's dozens of the buggers and they're everywhere, and even the smallest little speck of rock will be like hitting a brick wall if you try and fly an SV down this tunnel. So I'm going to get rid of those, which is slightly irritating. There's a lot more digging out the front that I need to do as well. I need to get rid of all these blocks out here as well, so I can flatten this all out all the way up to, you know, around here. I might dig this a little bit more, but I want to flatten that all out into concrete, so it's a bit like a runway sort of thing. But anyway, before I do any more, it's a lovely day on Akua today, isn't it? It's beautiful. Anyway, before I want to do any more, I want to make sure that the skywell actually fits in that tunnel, or whether I need to raise it even higher than it is. So I'm going to take my bike all the way back over to the main base and grab the sky whale. And here she is. The mighty skywell. Do you remember this? This monstrosity? It is probably the most thing that I have ever built. But let's see if we can get her into the tunnel. Oh, God damn it! I just run out of day all the time. Always running out of goddamn daylight. Turn the lights on. Let's see if we can fit this thing in here. I love how majestic this thing is. It's so ridiculous, but it flies so nice, if I may say so myself. It flies very nicely. It's like flying a 747 though. Don't expect sharp turns or lightning fast reactions or anything like that. I gotta. Alright, this is gonna be tricky. Because I've got all those floating bits of rock there. I want to just try and get this thing in, just so we can at least see that it fits. I got that stupid former tower on the left. Try and wiggle that. I'm gonna have to raise the wing slightly and lower it down and then tilt it. Yeah, wing up. Okay. I think that's about lined up, is it? Right, we've got over the tower. I think we need to go down a bit more. It's a delicate operation. There you go. Hey, it fits. Ow. Oh, crap. Now, see, this is one of them floating little bits of rock again, and I don't know where it is. I can't see it, and because it's dark and it's raining, that doesn't help at all. Can I wiggle this thing free, please? Left a bit, right a bit, up a bit, down a bit. I don't know where it is or what I'm stuck on. The fact that it's pulling to the left indicates that it's on the left side of the ship, but honestly I have no idea. Oh no, that's docking it. Oh, there we go. I must have gone underneath it. Good. Line this thing back up, and there we go. It is wide enough, it is high enough to fit the sky whale in here. And turn it round, actually. Hell yes. Oh, whoops. Maybe deselect the gun. Don't accidentally shoot something. Okay. There we go. The sky whale is down. I have a tunnel for a sky whale. Turn off the thrusters, RCS. Okay. Signal logic opens the doors. Lovely. Look at that. Boom. Skywell's in. Beautiful. So, I now know that the ceiling is high enough, so I don't need to raise it up any more than it currently is. The tunnel is wide enough, plenty wide enough, actually, as well. So that's great. Look at that. It looks awesome in there. Kind of reminds me of the scene from Empire Strikes Back with the Millennium Falcon in the tunnel. You know, on Hoth, when they're trying to escape or something. Anyway, I really need to clear up these goddamn bits of rock, so let's get the drone out and see if we can... Hang about. That's not rock, that's bits of SD, or tank, or something. Get rid of those. Right, let's get rid of these rocks. Oh. Here's an idea, Spanj. Move closer! It really annoys me, the range of the drone. It's so short, it's rubbish. I think it should be at least a couple of 100 meters. And then it might be OP, but then just reduce its abilities. I don't know. Come on! Right, let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay, this might take a little while, so I'm just going to skip ahead a bit. I do need to flatten this place out. I'm going to get the gold digger out here. I'm going to take this tower down as well. And it's like hardened concrete, so even with a T2 multi-tool, it takes like 3 hits to kill one of the blocks. Goddamn annoying. Anyway, there we go. I've got rid of all the floaty bits of rock, the stupid tower bit. I'm going to get the gold digger and dig out the entrance a bit more, tidy it up, and then I'm going to start putting up the walls and lay out the concrete of the entrance bit at least. And onto the tunnel and the runway and everything else, basically. So, but yeah, we should be good now to put the walls up, put the ceiling on, and actually turn this tunnel into a proper concrete tunnel rather than a dirt tunnel. That sounds wrong. But yeah, other than that, I gotta get rid of this partition thing here and actually dig this out as well, so that that's big enough to fit the sky whale as well. Excuse me. But yeah. Oh, there's a lot of work to do. I've got to dig all that, raise that up. God. Anyway, okay. Right. Well, let's sort the front out. How far back does that go? I don't know. I'll deal with that in a bit. Let's sort the front out for now. Anyway, right. I'm going to do that. Come back short. Okie dokie. This is looking much better now. Look at that. So I've laid out the concrete at the front, so it's nice and flat and smooth. I've got rid of all the floating bits of rock. There's still some up there, but they're big chunks I'm not too worried about, and created these sloped walls on the sides that you can see. And I did a bit of work on the ceiling as well, but I want to just smooth this flat edge out a bit so it's not excuse me, it's not such a brick wall. This here, and do that. I think that'll be fine. That'll be fine, just as those 2 rows of blocks, I think. Yeah. At this point, I'm not actually going to put any turrets on the front of the base. I have a plan. I have a plan for the turrets and the defenses of this thing. And they're not really going to be on the outside. Spoiler alert. It's going to be epic, though. Look at the gold digger. Look at that awesome beast of a machine. Hell yeah. Alright. There we go. God damn it, Spanj. Yeah, got to finish this ceiling off. And the walls. I think I'll do that next. Get that done. And then I think this will start making a bit more sense. Oh. I'm going to need some concrete blocks, I think. Well, the gold digger has got loads of crushed stone in it, and 4 constructors. And the sky whale here has also got 4 constructors, so should be able to manufacture a lot of blocks. Alright. Fast forwarding again, the tunnel's done. So I've done on the ceiling, the walls, the surface, the runway bit, and you just saw a sneak peek there of an artillery gun. So there's not a massive amount of room between the ceiling and the floor with the guy. That's quite a small gap, actually. But yeah, there we go. And I've put in these huge shutter doors here. So this is where the sky whale will sit, right here. This is going to be my defensive wall. So like I said earlier, I'm not going to put a door on the front of this tunnel. Instead, anything coming down that tunnel will be greeted with insta-death. And there we go. Insta-death. Yep. 8 rows of turrets and an artillery cannon in the middle. Anything coming down that tunnel will just be melted instantly. Look at that. Death. And there's the sky whale, and fits beautifully in its little parking space the other side of these shutter doors. How nice is that? But, these shutter doors, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link them up to a motion sensor. I've had to embed them into a trench because they're the biggest shutter doors that you can get. So they have quite a big, like, I don't know what to call the bit at the top or the bottom, depending on its orientation. But it would have blocked off a lot of space, and that sky whale doesn't have a lot of space to maneuver in this tunnel. So I've put them in a trench. But yeah. Also, I've put a bunch of hangar doors in here, and this is going to be where the main sort of base is. There's some more turrets on the ceiling here. I'll finish this ceiling off. And so even if intruders do get this far into the base, they're going to be met with even more guns. I'm going to leave this bit open for now. And do something with that at a later time, I think. I'm not sure what yet. But yeah, there we go. It's pretty coming along nicely. There's still plenty of work to do, though. Okay, so I got the base powered up. I've actually put some generators and fuel tanks in it now, so it is working. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some signal logic. So first thing, I've auto-grouped everything. And then I renamed the shutter hangers into main shutters, and I removed the hangar doors and put them in their own thing. So all the shutter doors are in their own group, okay? So I've got myself a sensor block. I'm going to select motion sensor, and I just need to put it somewhere, but I don't want to put it somewhere where it's visible. So I'm going to bury it. I'm going to bury it underground here. Let's get rid of that block. Damn it. Need to clear this away. I actually need to go like 2 blocks down, almost 3 blocks down. It's really annoying, but you know, sensor block takes up an entire block. You can bury it under a block. The motion sensor will persist even through blocks. So yeah, here we go. Need to go down even further. So I've got to put a block underneath this level. Okay. That's and then line that up. Come on. Ooh. There it is. Boom. Yes. I put my motion sensor on the bottom there. Like that. And then I put a block on top. Like that. Okay. Now I can go to the signal logic. P menu, devices, there's my motion sensor, which is great. So if I go to interactive setup, I can move around while I see, you know, the square of influence, I call it, and then you can use a combination of keys in the bottom right corner to manipulate that square of influence, and it goes in various different directions and stuff to make the sensor area that will trigger this motion sensor bigger, smaller, as you need. I'm not going to make it the full length of the thing. That'll probably do, actually. Give me that length. Hey. And I need it to open from both sides, so I need it to come back this way as well. So, no, that's right, and that's back, that's back. Oh, here we go. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, that should probably do. I don't want to get too close. when I accidentally trigger it. But there we go. That's pretty good. So you can come out of the interactive setup by hitting escape. There you go. So then we go into signal logic. We can give the signal a name. So I'm going to call it main shutters. Simple as that. And then I don't think I need to invert it. So I think I just go into each. I just go into each shutter door, set it to the main shutter signal, and leave it on follow. I'm not going to invert it. I don't think I need to. We'll soon find out as soon as we trigger it. But I just quickly select all these, main shutter. This is a fun and exciting part of the video. You're all enjoying this drop-down action. Look at that drop-down action. Do you like that drop-down action? How about that drop-down action? Oh yeah. They just call me the drop-down king. Damn. That's some serious drop-down action. Nobody has ever done drop-down action as well as this before. Anyway, so that's all of that. So now, if I'm out of the influence and then I'm in, and they all open back up again. Perfect. And then come out the other side and they all close again. And there we go. Simple as that. So that is a makeshift hangar door made out of shutter doors. Nice. And just make sure, jump into the sky whale and make sure this entire thing works. So I should be able to the shutter doors. They should open automatically. Beautiful. Now go out into the tunnel and rotate the ship left. Line it up with the tunnel because it's quite a bit wider than. There it is. Okay, that's good. And then pedal to the metal. And don't catch yourself on the way out. Oh, okay, there we go. But yay, it works! Okay, it's been a few days since the last clip of me leaving the hangar there, and I've done a few more bits to the base. Okay, so I have actually added some turrets to the outside of the base. This is to basically try and encourage and deter at the same time. The thing is, what I don't want to happen is like a tiny little scout SV to come along and go, ooh, a tunnel, fly down it and get absolutely annihilated. What I would like to do is a tiny little SV comes along, gets annihilated by these cannon turrets, or severely damaged by these cannon turrets, and then whoever was here brings back a much more bigger or more valuable machine, like a hover tank or a bigger SV, takes out these cannon turrets, and then goes in the tunnel and gets annihilated, and leaves a much more valuable piece of equipment for me to salvage. So anyway, I've got all 20 possible solar panels put up on those truss blocks up there. I'm a bit haphazard, so I might improve that a bit later. But those solar panels are doing a fantastic job of keeping the base powered. I still got some texturing and stuff I want to do. I actually want to light this runway up to make it a sort of beacon in some way. But the tunnel is as we last saw it. We've still got the death at the end of it. I'm quite interested in testing this out. I think only the most hardy of hardy tanks will be able to get close to these doors, but it would be interesting to see if anything can actually get through that, because it's not like, well, I don't know, maybe and I was going to say, it's not like you've got any cover down there to sort of, hide behind, or any room to maneuver to try and escape these turrets. As soon as you step foot in that tunnel, those things are just going to evaporate anything that comes along. So anyway, there's a sky whale sitting in there nice and pretty. A little bit of a spoiler alert. I'm going to say this is or was a Crusader tank here. Quite a lot has happened since the last clip on this video, but this Crusader tank has a wonderful story to tell, so look forward to that in the next couple of episodes. But yeah, a bit of a spoiler alert. I do manage to get it back, so, but that's what's left of it. So there's a Skywell looking as majestic as ever. I've increased the turret count here. I've got a couple of turrets actually in here, one up there and one in the opposite corner. And again, likewise in here, we've got a few more turrets up here. So if invaders do get this far, you know, they've got a little bit more to deal with. I moved the Fate and another Crusader in here as well. It's my own little personal garage now. Let's give you a quick run around inside. So I've done a bit of texturing in here already, but we've got our constructors, our furnaces embedded in the wall here, some cargo storage over there. We've got a few defenses in here as well. We whip over here. Here is our oxygen room. We've got oxygen on the ceiling there for some reason. I just wanted to make this corridor kind of long and dangerous, so if invaders do come in, we've got 2 sentries to deal with, and a lot of explosives on the wall, on the ceiling as well. This comes through to our garden area, so we've got a nice food producing garden here, more sentries, stuff like that to deal with. So that's pretty much a summary of it. Everything else, important stuff, is hidden away. I'm not going to show that yet, at least. So yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment. So that's the Skywell hangar base. Like I said, it'll be interesting to test those defenses out at some point. That'll be great. But there we go. I'm all moved in. So this is my new home away from home. And there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.